Star Carnival! Give it a...
Okay, everybody, it's time to get this tournament started. We will, of course, be using the standard Battle Royale rules. And I, as my non-combatant self, will be rotating through the characters that aren't taking part in the main tournament here. Starting off with Luigi, just because. And in this first round, chosen completely at random, we will be seeing Princess Peach, Yoshi, and Hammer Brother duke it out. The other rounds past this will also be randomized as to their participants. For turn length, we are going to be using the box standard 20-turn Mario Party gameplay. All minigames will be turned on. We don't want to stick to simple minigames at all. And bonus stars, of course, will be turned on for a bit of last-minute chaos. Because it's always fun when there's an upset. As for difficulty settings, everyone, like in the prelims, will be set to hard. And as for handicap settings, there's not going to be any handicaps applied right now, but as with last year, should a computer player finish below me while I'm barely trying to play, they will be punished in their next round, and their opponents will be given a star advantage. And for our first match, for our first round of the tournament, we're going to be heading to DK's Treetop Temple. A classic clash, a race to reach the stars spread around the jungle. DK no shortcuts. Very nice, very nice. It is time to get started. Welcome to DK's Treetop Temple. A lush jungle landscape is waiting for you as you climb around the treetops. Hungry piranha plants, deep-rooted secrets, paths that branch off to danger. You'll tangle with all of that and more in DK's Treetop Temple. Want to hear a few secrets about this board? Sure thing. Observe yonder star. Be the first to reach the star space with 20 coins to pocket that prize. The star space will then move to a new spot, maybe closer to you, or farther, who can say? Now witness a legendary jungle contraption, the DK Barrel Cannon. If you pay 5 coins, it'll blast you across the board. Where exactly? Who knows? And anytime you find candy lying around, snatch it up. If you can't find some, head to the nearest candy shop and load up on the sweet stuff. What's all the hubbub about candy? You can gulp a piece at the start of your turn and mess with competitors, and to change your fate. Let's see who goes first. Smack the dice block, punch it with your Wii Remote. But make sure your wrist strap is on. He likes to remind you about that a lot. It's decided! Our turn order for the first match of the Mario Party 8 CPU tournament. Yoshi is going first. Hammer Bro is second. Luigi is third. And Peach is last. Here's a gift to get you going, to make the most of these 10 coins. On to the race. To the star space. Where can it be? I'm crazed with anticipation. I'm just crazed in general. Oh, sparkly, so bright. The first star, get there with 20 coins. Now it's time to start this party. Let the games begin. I wonder if his hat's related to Cappy from Mario Odyssey. Is there lore there, I wonder? Big Top, that's its name. So, once it gets around to Luigi's turn, we will take a quick look around the board and such. Yoshi going first, getting himself a Wiggly candy. Very nice, very nice. And landing on a red space. Not a fantastic start. Loses 3 coins, as is Mario Party tradition. Hammer Brother, one of our newcomers, rolling a 9. Getting it himself a twice candy. Very cool. And going up this way past the candy shop, landing on a blue space, getting himself 3 coins. So first things first. We can go to our options menu as is usual with Mario Party games, but I believe I mentioned it earlier during the prelims. We can't do things like turn off player, minigame explanations and such. We can set match speed, which I'm going to keep on slow for right now because, honestly, even on normal, sometimes the text is a little hard to keep up with. We're going to view com minigames because if we don't, we won't see half of what's going on if duels and stuff pop up. We can change the minigames that we want to have access to, but we're not going to. And just to emphasize, we can't really do anything about changing Luigi here to a computer player. Unless we change one of these guys to a human player, we won't be able to switch him over, I don't think. We can also change the comm difficulty, but that's not important. So yeah, much like Mario Party 7, CPU-only matches, there's the evidence that they do not work. It's definitely a bit of a disappointment, but I like doing this. I like doing the alternative rule set with the threat of punishment lurking in the shadows every round. Speaking of punishing people, it's my turn. But we are going to go ahead and take a look at the map real quick. As mentioned during the rules explanation, the Treetop Temple here is standard Mario Party fare as far as gameplay is concerned. There's a lot of different branching paths that all go in different directions. And we can take kind of a quick look around. Now, of course, everything is motion controlled in this game, so we have to point and move the map with the Wii Remote. Let's see. We've got barrel cannons scattered about. We've got the elevators here. We've got piranha plants that if you land next to them, I believe they steal your coins, which is no fun. We've also got a few more interesting happening events scattered about. There's sure to be plenty of surprises. As far as space variety in Mario Party 8, there really isn't a lot of it. It is primarily standard blue spaces, red spaces, and happening spaces scattered about the boards. We also have the Donkey Kong spaces returning from the last few Mario Party games. Anytime somebody lands on a Donkey Kong space, they will be fortunate enough to get help from DK. But after somebody lands on a Donkey Kong space, it does swap to a Bowser space, meaning the next time somebody lands there, they're not going to be as lucky. We also do have... We have this space right here. These are called bonus spaces, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. Essentially, there is typically 1, maybe 2 bonus spaces scattered around the different boards in Mario Party 8. And you definitely want to try and land on them if you can. Because, more often than not, it will result in getting you a very nice prize. Of course, trying to land on one specific space is not always the easiest thing in the world. We can actually kind of see right up here what I'm talking about. We've got this little area in the back here with what looks to be a free star hanging out right there and a bunch of coins to grab. I'm wondering if anybody can get back there. We'll have to see. But anyway, it's time to get going. Hitting my dice block, I'm rolling a 5, it looks like. Getting myself a bolo candy. As mentioned in the rules explanation, however, I'm not really going to be using the candy at all. Candy are items, and in Mario Party 7, I allowed myself the use of some items to help me gather stars, because my one main goal while playing is going to be just single-mindedly trying to get stars. But in this game, there's not really any items / candy that let you do that. there's nothing that really helps you get stars faster, so I'm just gonna be ignoring the items for the most part here. I can land on a Donkey Kong space. And generally, I do want to preface that I don't really remember a lot of what happens on these boards in Mario Party 8. I probably should have practiced a little more. Let's find out what Donkey Kong does, shall we? Hello. Great fuzzy fast track. DK will hurl you to a star space. Today is your lucky day. Yes, indeed. Of course, I only have 10 coins, so that's a bit of a disappointment, but oh well. I forgot if you tossed you to the star space or tossed you to 1 or 2 spaces before it. I guess I have my answer now. Princess Peach rolling a 6, finishing off the turn and our long explanations. We got the blow-away candy too. Very nice. Alright, alright. Let's see. Our very first minigame of the tournament is 1 versus 3. Much like last year, I will be participating in 1 versus 3 tournaments, but if my teammates get eliminated, I will eliminate myself on purpose, because I don't want them to get away with an easy victory in any circumstances. But our very first minigame is Jump Rope. 1 player swings a jump rope for 15 seconds, trying to trip up the 3 jumpers. Controlling the rope, change up your swing speed. Trying to survive, pay attention to the speed. Going into practice, 1 player, Yoshi, swings the rope with his metaphorical Wii Remote. And us on the 3 player side, we just gotta swing the Wii Remote to jump. Let's see how this goes. Alright. I have no guarantees if I will ever actually do good at these minigames. I'm sorry, guys. You're on your own. Yeah, that was pretty shut and dry, especially since I messed up immediately. Yoshi takes the cake for the very first minigame. Very nice, very nice. An appropriate start. It's only appropriate that they be the ones winning, honestly. Yoshi's turn. Rolling a 2. Getting himself a blue space, not bad. Hello, it's Hammer Bro. Rolling himself a 5. Going up this way, hitting the happening space, and getting chomped on by a piranha plant, losing 10 coins. Waiting time. The piranha plant snacked on 10 coins. Terrible, terrible. That's a pretty brutal place for the star to be, too. If you land there instead of getting to the star space, you're gonna lose some cash right away. Or right before you need it, rather. Well, I'm not going to be using the candies. It does give me a chance to actually explain what they do when they pop up in my inventory. The bolo candy, you use it, and you can bowl over players in front of you, taking 10 coins from them. Not bad. Definitely handy for gathering up those precious coins. But anyway, time to get moving. We got a bit-sized candy. Not bad. Of course, we'll actually have to wait for the computer players to use them to see them in action, but, you know. Peach's turn. Rolling a 9. Heading right up this way, making it not quite to the star, losing another 10 coins. It's debatable who's actually going to be getting to this star with enough money, considering its positioning. Yes, indeed. Our next minigame, 4-player minigame. We've seen plenty of these already. But hey, it's alright. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? It's Swing Kings. Okay, more baseball. Let's get things started right away here. And I'll just chill out for a bit. No 4-player minigames for me. It's all up to these guys. We'll see if Yoshi can capitalize and get another victory. As long as he's got at least 30 coins, even if he does hit the Piranha Plant space before the star there, he will still have enough to get the star. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Can he hit enough home runs in order to get that? Princess Peach pulling out ahead, but everyone's tying up with 10, 11 points, 12 points, 13 points. Looks like we've got a two-way tie going. Yoshi and Peach both finishing with 13 points and getting a prize there, while me and Hammer Brother are forced to collect the baseballs in the background. But Yoshi did, in fact, claim a victory there, so I think that's going to be very favorable for him. Let's see. Yoshi rolling an 8. Alright. He does, in fact, hit the happening space here, which is terribly unfortunate. Fine. It looks like this star is all but guaranteed to go to Yoshi next turn. Unless something crazy happens. Which you can never really count it out. Hammer Bro using his twice candy, much like mushroom items and mushroom orbs in the previous games, this lets him roll 2 dice blocks. And if he rolls doubles, he does get a coin bonus for his efforts. But of course, with only 3 coins, he can't exactly get to the star. But I suppose it helps to roll high and try to swing back around. Or reposition yourself so you can get another star in the future. Hi, Hammer Bro. Hammer Bro also got himself a Cash Zap candy. That's going to be pretty fun. Let's see. We can explain the bit size candy here. Or is it pronounced bite size? I think it's supposed to be bit size because of the 8-bit Mario there. Coin blocks appear out of thin air. You'll bash up to 3 coin blocks with each space you move. This candy is very helpful. You can essentially, depending on how lucky your roll is, get up to 30 coins just for hitting the dice block. It's pretty nice. No, sorry. Not going to be participating in your candy shop, please. Thank you. Losing 3 coins. Unfortunate for me. Peach's turn, however, using her blow-away candy. I believe using the blow-away candy, it transforms her into a tornado. And any person she passes, she will toss back to start, I believe. Unfortunately, she doesn't have enough to get the star, and I don't believe she rolled high enough to catch anybody. Yeah, the candy in Mario Party 8 is kind of nuts, considering it transforms your body in several ways. We got a 2 versus 2 minigame coming up, though. Rolling the roulette, what we gonna see? It's bumper balloons. Okay. Naturally, in 2 versus 2 minigames, I am going to do my best to win here, just to make it a bit of a fair fight for my computer partner here. In bumper balloons, you and your teammate must pop balloons that match your team color before your rivals pop theirs first. Watch where you're driving. Don't accidentally pop the other team's balloons. And you turn with the Wii Remote. You accelerate and decelerate with the buttons. Standard motion control driving. Yeah, you gotta be careful, because if you're not, you can accidentally score points for your opponent, which is definitely not a good thing. I'm on the red team, it seems. Alright, so it's really... Oh, Yoshi, no, you're pushing me into the blue balloon, Yoshi. Alright, go for that one, Yoshi. Ah, it's too late. I got caught, and Yoshi popped one of their balloons. It's too late. Hammer Bro and Peach claiming a victory there. Catching up a little bit with their coin totals, but Yoshi is going to be claiming first prize here. No doubt about that. Rolling a 5. Reaching the star. And it's time for our first star acquisition of the tournament. Well done, Yoshi. No coins to your name, but you claim first place with that star. Let's see where the next one's gonna pop up. It's too much to bear. The next star directly behind me, but right in the path of both Hammer Bro and Peach. Yoshi gets himself a slow-go candy. Very nice. Oh, and hits a red space. Not that he had any coins to lose, but you know. Hammer Bro hitting his dice block. Not stopping in at the candy shop. Oh, and landed one space in front of the star. Not bad at all. If he manages to win the next minigame, that means that star is definitely going to him, I think. Unless Peach rolls super high. Huh, speaking of rolling, I got myself a 9. Not bad at all. I could take a barrel cannon if I really wanted to, I guess. But nah. I'd rather save up my coins for right now. Thank you. 3 coins for me. Peach's turn. Rolling a 2. Not gonna catch up with the star that way. Let's see if Hammer Bro can capitalize on his good fortune. Oh, we got a 1 versus 3 minigame against Yoshi. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. What's it gonna be? It's picture perfect. In Picture Perfect, stop the turning panels to match the target image. You'll have 20 seconds for each round. Working solo, select 1 panel at a time. Working as a team, stick with separate panels. And the controls are same between both sides. You point with the pointer, and you use A and B to turn the rotation on the panels on and off. So let's get going. The main difference between here is that the one player has fewer panels that they have to work with, while the team of 3, I think they have to utilize 9. Let's see. Yep, it's 9 panels for us, but 4 for Yoshi. We're trying to get that to the Koopa shell. Alright. Oh, someone stopped it on... Guys. Yeah. Don't stop it on the wrong one, because if you do, you won't be able to, like, score. Alright, that one's wrong. Oh, Yoshi got that one pretty easily. Okay. Wow, okay. There we go. That was immediately all shell there. Cloud. We ain't talking about Final Fantasy. Alright. There we go. Team of 3. First to 3 points is the winner. Looks like we got that one locked down. Projected into the sky. There we are. We are victors. And that means Hammer Bro is probably gonna get a star right here. Not bad at all. Yoshi going first, using his slow-go candy. When you get a slow-go candy, you control time and slow down the speed of your dice block. You can only roll up to a 5, but it lets you determine how much you want to roll. Yoshi really wanted that blue space, apparently. Lets you more easily determine your dice block roll, essentially. But Hammer Bro getting himself a star. With the few coins that he has, he's going to be sneaking out into first place here. Hot dang. Good job, Hammer Bro, good job. The newcomer, you gotta keep an eye on him. Gotta keep an eye out for that Hammer Brother. Next star is up over this way. I'm actually kind of close to that. Need myself a couple of good dice block rolls. Hammer Bro going by the barrel cannon, hitting himself a blue space. I'm ready. Alright, let's see. Smack my dice block, rolling a 9, okay. Got myself a thrice candy. That would be really handy to use. Let's see. I believe we've got to go down. Yeah, we just gotta go this way and down. I've got 6 spaces left. I'm not going to quite make it there this turn. But hey, that's alright. Gonna be... Oh, no, I just had 1 space left. I thought I had 2. That's perfectly fine. Just noticed the dinosaur in the background there from the Mario Kart Wii dino track. Peach stopping in at the candy shop. What's she buying? She bought herself a Cash Zap candy, okay. And a blue space for her. On to our next minigame. Gonna be a 4-player affair, which means no coins for me, but that's perfectly fine. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Alpine Assault. Did we see this one? Did we see this one? Admittedly, it's been a little bit since I recorded the prelims, so I don't really remember. Snowboard down the slope while avoiding obstacles. Use jumps to avoid the obstacles. This might have been the one that we didn't see during the prelims. But you move left and right with the Wii Remote, and you rotate in midair with the A and B buttons. I think this is may have been one of the last 4-player minigames we didn't see, but I can't remember. Regardless, I'm not actually going to be doing much in the way of snowboarding. I'm gonna... no, Luigi doesn't understand. He doesn't understand snowboarding. He's running into snowmen and stuff. No, I get a cool jump. Oh, Yoshi got stuck, too. Let's see, though. Princess Peach looks like she's out ahead here. Yoshi, though, speeding by. Hitting those jumps. Hammer Bro sneaking by him, though. It's really anyone's race. It's just determined by how well you steer, how well you avoid those obstacles. Hammer Bro right at the end there, sneaking out ahead. That was a fairly close race, all things considered. He tied the record, too. Wow. Okay, good job, Hammer Bro. Good job, bro. Getting himself another 10 coins. Not bad at all. Yoshi's turn. We're getting himself a 9. Not enough coins to go shopping, unfortunately. But he does get himself a blue space. Not bad. Ambero's turn. Rolling a 6. Okay. Getting himself a slow-go candy. You got it. It should be noted, too, about the candies is that certain candies will only show up on the boards. There are some candies that you can't get on specific boards, and there is one board in particular that has some very specific candies to it, but we will definitely get to that. The thrice candy is self-explanatory enough. You hit 3 dice blocks, and if you roll triples, you get a coin bonus. Standard sort of stuff. But I'm hitting an 8. No DK, I think I'm alright. I don't want to go on your magic barrel cannon ride. Sorry. I'm getting myself a star. Which means the CPUs better watch out. I'm on the board. Luigi won, yay. Huzzah, huzzah. Next star is going to be right up this way. I don't think anybody's been quite down that path yet. Luigi clambers across. Blow away candy. Oh dear. Much like in other Mario parties, you can only carry so many candies at a time. You can only carry 3. So if you get another piece of candy after you already have a full inventory, you do have to throw one away. Not that it matters terribly much with me, because I'm not using the candy anyway. Let's see, what direction is that star? I believe it's over this way. Okay. Hitting that 5 spaces, 5 more spaces, getting a blue space. Alright. I don't know if I'm going to be able to gather enough coins for it, but, you know. Peach with a 6 hitting the red space. Not exactly where she'd want to be, I don't think. We're heading off to another 2v2 minigame? Oh no, it's a battle minigame! I was wondering what was up with that. Battle minigames, like in some of the previous Mario Party games, happen randomly between rounds, and they function pretty much the same. Everyone puts in a predetermined amount of coins into the pot, and whoever wins the battle minigame gets the majority coin prize there. Only 35 coins, though, not a full prize. And of course, since it's technically a 4-player minigame, I can't play. Oh well. It's Glacial Meltdown, though. 35 coins at stake. Let's see what happens here. Be the last one standing on the ice platform. Kick and punch foes. You can also use Buzzy Beetles to attack. Hop on a Buzzy Beetle to stun it, and then hop onto the critter to send it at a foe. And a standard sideways Wii Remote controls here, moving and jumping and punching and kicking with the buttons. And, well, I do have to sacrifice myself. Kind of funny that they have Lukitu throwing Buzzy Beetles around, of all things. Into the icy depths with me! Have fun, guys. Alright, let's see. Pretty even competition so far. No one at really that much of an advantage. Nobody utilizing the Buzzy Beetles quite yet, either. Oh, but Hammer Bro gets knocked off. Peach gets knocked off. What happens here? Who won? They all fell off. Oh, but Peach fell off last. Okay. So she claims the majority of the prize here. Not bad at all. Yoshi gets a little bit for his troubles, and Hammer Bro got a coin back. But Peach, now with 40 coins, she might be a bit of a force to be reckoned with.